children, good morning to all. Welcome back to class 11 microeconomic class. How are you children? I hope all you are fine over there. So we were discussing the demand. What is a demand? Demand is a desire and willing to buy a commodity at particular price during a period of time. Then we have already discussed about the law of demand. The law of demand states that other thing being equal, the quantity demanded for a commodity is inversely related to its price. That means there is a negative relationship between quantity demanded and its price. We have discussed the law of demand with the help of individual demand schedule and market demand schedule, then individual demand curve and market demand curve. So today we will continue with the law of demand. So let's watch the video. Now we can discuss the exceptions of law of demand. So this law of demand is not applicable for all the cases. We have studied there is a negative relation between price and quantity demanded. But in some cases, quantity demanded for the commodity varies positively with its price. These situations are known as exceptions of law of demand. Let us find out in which all situation price and quantity demanded have positive relation. First one, given good. Given goods are highly inferior goods which demand for such good varies positively with its price. This positive relation of some goods was first analyzed by Sir Robert Giffen and British economist. So these goods are called Giffen goods. Suppose you have very low income and eat two basic foods, rice and meat. The major portion of your income is spent for purchasing rice. Meat is a luxury and it is much more expensive than rice. If price of rice increased, what happened? Your purchasing power reduced significantly. Now you have to spend more on rice. So, because you live mainly upon it. So, automatically, you cannot buy as much of meat as before. At the same time, rice is comparatively cheaper than meat, even there is price rise. So you will buy more rice to compensate for less meat. Similarly, if price of rice falls, your purchasing power rises and you buy less of rice and uses extra money to buy meat. Here rice is the given good and meat is the superior goods. Giffen named his observation as Giffen paradox as this behavior was against law of demand. So what is Giffen paradox? When price falls, when the price of given good falls, purchasing power of consumer rises and he buys less of that good, that is given good, and uses extra purchasing power to buy superior goods. So then the second point is when their price rises. Which one? When the price of given good rises, purchasing power goes down. The consumer buy more of it as he live mainly on it and cannot buy as much of the superior good as before. So given good being comparatively cheaper is substituted for superior goods even at its high price. So this is known as Giffen paradox. In the case of given goods, the law of demand is not applicable. Then second exception, articles of distinction. The American economist Veblen discussed these exceptions for the first time. Some goods generally considered a high quality product and a status symbol. When price of such good get higher, demand for that good increase. When price of such good decrease, demand also decrease. For example, diamond, sports car, designer dress, etc. Why people purchasing diamond at high price? The basic object is to display their richness. All you know, a Lamborghini more effectively signals its owner status when it is the expensive model. So for showing their distinction from others, they purchase the goods at higher price. So it is against the law of demand. Then the third exception is ignorance. If you have no idea about price of a commodity, you buy more of commodity when its price has gone up and may buy less even if its price has gone down, because you are not aware about price changes. So ignorance is the another case of exception. Then fourth one, expectations about price change in future. If prices are expected to rise in future, so if we expect price will rise in future, the consumer will buy more of goods today itself, even if the present price are high. Similarly, if prices are expected to fall in future, people may not buy even if the current price are low. Okay. Then the fifth one, necessities. The law is not applicable in the case of basic necessities like medicine, textbook, salt, cooking gas, etc. So during necessity, during emergency, we do not look for the price. Then the sixth one, other expectations. So other expectations are change in season, climatic condition, change in fashion, natural calamities, etc. So all these are the exceptions of law of demand. In this situation, the law is not applicable. Okay students, that was today's section. Today we have only discussed about the exceptions of law of demand. We have discussed 6 exceptions of law of demand. What are they? First one, the given goods. Then articles of distinctions, then the ignorance, expectation about price change in future, then necessities or emergency, then other exceptions like change in season, climatic condition, change in fashion, etc. So that was all about the law of demand. So it is an important theory in microeconomics and a sure question in examinations. So children, you have to study this theory very well. Then as usual, you have to watch the URL, attend the test paper and download your notes and study it well. See you children, see you in the next class. Bye.